Hello everyone and welcome to the Ontario Conference News Network, your monthly source for stories of community impact, faith in action, and the latest updates of good news from the Seventh-day Adventist Church across Ontario. And speaking of good news, I'm so glad to have you back, Jackie.
Thank you.
I hope that you enjoyed your vacation and had an awesome time.
I did.
You look so refreshed. And I'm glad that together we can now share some events that are happening throughout the Ontario Conference community.
Thanks, Alvin. It's been wonderful to be a part of this experience. And it's exciting to share all that's happening. Because you know what? There's so much good news to celebrate.
And we're bringing you good news worth sharing. This month, we'll take you along as backpacks are packed for children who could use a little extra support.
And as kids discover more about being courageous in fun and meaningful ways and living for Jesus.
While a church group does acts of kindness in a neighboring community.
And then later, we'll share a feature story. It's a powerful community health outreach initiative that's already made a real difference.
Plus so much more you won't want to miss.
So why don't we get into it? Here are these month's stories on the OCNN.
College Park's Seventh-day Adventist Church ended the summer in a big way, partnering with ADRA Canada to pack backpacks full of school supplies to help kids.
From pencils and pens to rulers and notebooks, hundreds of items were packed in an assembly line fashion on the campus of Kingsway College, with members of all ages lending a hand.
Today, our service is in connection with ADRA Canada. So we're partnering and we're trying to look at the idea that we come together to worship, but we also come together to serve. So we're gonna, we have our Sabbath school happening. We're gonna have a time of worship, and then our worship is gonna include some action. And we are packing backpacks, some for school children that might need a little help with supplies, some personal item things. We also, 2 or 3 times a year, we do a community food drive. We have to put an information page on the bags that we distribute to the community. So that's a big job. So we're going to have people at the end part of our worship service actively be doing something in service. That's what we're trying to do today. So we're not just going to be, as I'll say later, we're not just going to be hearers of the word, but we're going to be doers of the word.
And as Pastor Godso shared, this was more than just about supplies. It was about showing love to families in the community. And having attended this event, I was truly blessed. It was an amazing outdoor worship experience. Everyone came in the morning with their folding chairs and sat under the trees to receive an inspirational message from the director of ADRA Canada, Steve Matthews. And as soon as church concluded, everyone joined together in service.
To live out what the Bible says, to love others.
I observed that as everyone served together, there were smiles on their faces as they connected to God's love and His mission.
I think it's wonderful that we get a chance to get in action right away. We've been nourished spiritually. I think our mind has been active. Now it's time our body does some action too.
You know, this is fantastic to see church members getting to experience what it means to help people. You know, we talk about it, but to actually have everyone here doing it together, this is something your church is going to remember for a long time and hopefully encourage your church members to do it again.
How do you guys feel about having an opportunity to help out, a little missionary work here?
Oh yes, it's a privilege.
It's a privilege
to be a part of it.
Did you enjoy the church in the park?
Oh yes.
Oh yes, we always do.
So you're regulars?
Yes.
Excellent.
I find it to be an amazing opportunity for us to actually practice what we preach, to actually be God's hands and feet, and just seeing the level of community and camaraderie around us here, it has really lifted my spirit. So this has actually been a very amazing day, and it's a great way to end the day today. So thank you. This is great.
Thank you.
Alvin, that was such an inspiring story. You'll have to tell me next time you do that at the College Park Church.
For sure.
So next up, we have the Brave Adventure Camporee. This event brought together 391 children ages 4 to 9 and nearly 1,000 attendees to learn how to speak boldly in faith and to rely on God's strength.
From fun activities to Bible lessons, it was a weekend designed to plant seeds of faith in young hearts. Organizers say the goal was to strengthen the 42 adventurer clubs in attendance, foster courage in Christ, and build community bonds.
And every day was packed with exciting classes, hands-on adventures that included archery and soccer, to a bouncy castle and a petting zoo, all designed to teach teamwork, courage, and faith in action.
And when a sudden thunderstorm hit during the event, it became a real-life lesson in courage. Tents were knocked down, belongings got wet, but with prayer and teamwork, the campers rebuilt, dried off, and the fun kept going.
Pretty amazing. I heard about that. And in the days that ended with inspiring evening programs, the children were delighted because the brave drama cast brought the story of Esther to life, while Pastor and Mrs. Thomas encouraged the campers with messages about standing boldly in God's strength.
Many children were inspired to dedicate their lives to Christ during these evenings, a true reminder that God makes us courageous no matter the challenge.
And did you know that organizers have already called and they're looking forward to the 2027's Called Through the Fire experience, where the story of Moses will take center stage and a new generation of adventurers will continue to grow in faith and in courage.
Brave Adventurer Camporee 2025 proved that fun, faith, and courage can go hand in hand, leaving memories that children and families will cherish for years to come. If you would like to learn more about how you can be a part of the Adventurer program, please go to www.ontarioadventurers.ca.
So before the adventurers gathered for their summer adventure, older youth were already taking steps to strengthen their faith and keep their eyes on Jesus amid life's distractions.
That's right. And today, we want you to see what it looked like firsthand. Jackie, can you share a little bit about the experience, since I know you attended the conference that was being live streamed at the church?
I would be delighted to. So the Bowmanville Seventh-day Adventist Church hosted this event, and it was live streamed for their youth. And it was based on the Amazing Facts youth conference called Vertical Vision. And this is where the youth were challenged, as well as young adults, to do just that, to shift their focus from the pressures and distractions of the world to God's life-changing truth. And the conference also provided strategies to guard their hearts and minds from worldly distractions, encouraging youth to lift their focus to God. And this event is actually held in California, but since this group wasn't able to travel, they were able to see it live streamed. It was an inspiring, faith-building experience. But you know what? Let's not just take my word for it. Why don't we listen to some of the youth who attended the event in Bowmanville?
Okay, so this theme of vertical vision was really interesting, and I like how each of the speakers kind of came at a different aspect of it, especially David Shin. He specifically talked about screens, our electronics, and how they can affect not only our mental and physical health, but in turn that can also affect our spiritual health. Although I knew sleep was important, it was really, really interesting to see how much sleep or the lack thereof can really affect our whole life and our connection with God. So overall, among the outreaches and all the other messages, it was all awesome, but that one specifically was interesting to me.
Well, to be honest, the whole experience was pretty fun. I mean, like most things, it's pretty good for me, but the thing that stood out the most, I would say, was probably, that impacted me spiritually at least, was probably the sermons and the messages that we heard online. Although it was still online and it wasn't exactly live or in person, it still had a good impact, and learning all the wonderful things that they had to say and teach was just a great experience overall.
I really loved the fellowship and spending time with the people here and getting to know others, and definitely singing in the park was really nice.
I really enjoyed the outreach, and that we have the opportunity to just bless people, not only them but their children, because we know our children are our future. And definitely this is what we were passing out. This is for VBS, so this is something for the kids. Also, this was some balloons for them to blow, and this is just an encouraging note that says trust in the Lord with your whole heart, and there's a cute little heart there.
Wow, From what that sounds like, the young people had just a great experience. From the presenters who spoke on real life issues, dealing with social media, relationships, and faith, it looks like the young people were encouraged not only to stand strong, but to take action.
Yes, and in speaking with the youth leaders at the church, they want these young people not just to read the Bible, but to really live it, to lift their focus upward so their lives reflect it outward.
So in other words, to live and love like Jesus.
Most definitely. So that they can share Christ's love with others. And we'll hear more about this from one of the youth leaders, Adam Robb.
In my view, just seeing how the young people have been receptive to it and just listening, the questions that they've asked, it melts my heart because it really shows that our goal of making sure that they not only hear the word, but they are allowing it to digest in their brain makes the big difference. So I'm very grateful that we've had this series. I'm very grateful that the young people have participated, and overall, we have been blessed. We have been blessed. We were even able to go and hand out some wonderful messages to people in the neighborhood, in the park. We had one guy even stop us and say he wanted to donate to the church because he just was really amazed by the kind of work that we were doing. He had 4 children and he took some actually bubbles and took some extra so that he can give it to them. So overall, I've been blessed. I'm grateful that the young people have been blessed, and I'm looking forward to many more of these as we look to work with our young people and draw them closer to Jesus as he comes back soon for our second coming.
What a great event. I know you truly enjoyed being a part of it. It's clear that these youth are making an impact. It was especially encouraging when the youth leader mentioned the dad who, upon receiving the bubbles and an invite, was so moved that he wanted to donate to the church.
Yeah, pretty amazing. And in fact, while the young people were passing out the bubbles and the invitation cards, there was a boy on a bike that I saw, and he raced up to some of the young people and he was asking for more cards and more bubbles to be able to share with his friends. That's definitely the ripple of love in effect. And the young people are looking forward to participating in the event next year. So in the meantime, they have outreach plans already underway so that they can make a positive difference in their community. And so we want to encourage every young person to get involved somehow in their neighborhood, in their community, in their school, in their church. And if you'd like to learn how you can make a difference, what can they do?
Well, they can call either you or me at 905-571-1022, and we'll help them get started, right?
Yeah, we'd be delighted to.
It's our pleasure.
Are you looking for a great deal on meaningful reading material? At ABC Christian Bookstore, we've got you covered. For the entire month of October, we are offering you an exclusive 15% discount on all regular priced Ellen White books, priced over $7. You can save 15% on qualifying books by Ellen White, like The Desire of Ages, Last Day Events, The Power of Prayer, and so many more. Whether you are a longtime reader of Ellen White's inspiring works, or you are just beginning to explore her writings, this is the perfect opportunity to add some new titles to your collection, or to purchase a gift for someone who loves uplifting, life-changing books. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Visit us today at ABC Christian Bookstore, where faith meets inspiration and every book speaks life.
And speaking of serving others, next we'll take a look at our feature story, an inspiring community health outreach initiative that's bringing hope and healing to Torontonians.
That's right, Alvin. At the Pantages Hotel in downtown Toronto, a community health outreach initiative drew in people from all walks of life for a holistic day of love, care, and service. Volunteers hit the streets with flyers inviting people to come, receive help, and they came.
Inside, there were various health practitioners, including a naturopathic doctor, nutritionist, massage therapist, hairstylist, prayer warriors, and so much more. People received physical care, clothing, emotional encouragement, and opportunities to explore Bible studies through a local church partner.
So I've been out here, we started at 10. So I'm what you call an engager. So I'm one of the first people that the people on the street see before they come into the hotel. We just, hand out our flyers, tell them what's going on, like free haircuts, massages. And most people have been very pleasant and they feel, that we do care. People are saying that, oh, it's great that you're doing this for the community. And it's just been pretty good so far.
There's some people would accept, some people would not. But you just share because the gospel is to be shared, right? Some will accept, some will not, but you share. And people, the ones who accept it, I feel blessed. And to give directions or whatever people want, you are able to give it to them. So I'm happy doing this for the Lord, and I feel blessed doing it.
And we caught up with the director and event organizer of this event, Edith Missa Habadaris from Health and Prayer Ministries, as well as the president of the Ontario Conference, Pastor Yakov, who emphasized the importance of supporting whole person health.
Our theme is Your Health, Our Passion, and it's because it is truly our passion for people to experience holistic health. And our desire is to bring that message of restoration and wellness to the local communities, especially to downtown cities. And here we are in Toronto, and we see that many people are actually being blessed by this ministry.
This is a dream come true again. It was just before COVID. Adventist community, we came to downtown, we planned for Compassion Health, we started reaching out to the community, and then COVID came. And then somehow all the opportunities for us to be downtown, to assist community here, and also to reach out people here and to show them Christ disappeared. And after now years praying, and we are back in downtown. So we are here to mingle with people. We are here to address their needs. And I'm praying we are here to stay.
I'm so encouraged to have been in attendance. How about you, Jackie?
Most definitely. It was very inspiring.
We had the opportunity to meet so many incredible people, both volunteers and attendees. There were volunteers who came as far as Niagara Falls and Oshawa, and those that were in attendance were truly grateful and blessed. Let's take a look.
I was looking for somewhere to bring my father, because my father's got a whole array of health issues, and I saw that it was free, and I had met Dr. Cho and the team in the past, and I trust them very much. So I brought my father here, and he is closed to like Christian prayer and just natural health and all of that, but now he's opened up to it, and I am so grateful. And everybody here has done such an amazing job, and I'm just really happy that my dad's going to get the help that he needs.
People are glowing, and I noticed that with the three girls outside, my Diana Ross and the Supreme girls, you see, that struck me as too gracious an offer to, not want to be with the angels of her better nature. And that's the truth, by the way.
Because I never been in a band like this, and sounds different. So I say, okay, let me try. Maybe I like it, maybe not. But since I came in the beginning, at the entrance I say, look presentation. And then I say, oh, it smells nice, like Chinese medicine, great. Everybody very kind, helpful, with beautiful smile, what is very good to treat customers with respect and dignity. The hairdresser is very kind and patient and done very good job.
I love this, having met some of these individuals. It's so incredible to see the impact this event has had on the people who accepted the invitation to attend. What stands out for me was receiving warm hugs from a mother and a daughter after you had the opportunity to interview them.
Yes, Jackie. I was also a recipient of those same warm hugs. And I'll never forget how overjoyed they were when they finished getting their hair done by the hairstylist. And when they were done, I got that hug, and the daughter whispered in my ear, this event is doing a wonderful work in the lives of those within the community.
I know, so touching. What a difference can be made when people selflessly give of their time to show God's love to others.
There was one lady, and it touched our hearts because by the time she got to the registration desk, she said, I can feel the presence of God. Amen. And that was really such a wonderful encouragement to us that truly God is blessing this event. And there was a couple who said, they're here, they were just walking by, and our engagers actually engaged with them, and they came up, and the husband said, this is so necessary, thank you for doing this. So this is just two out of a few that I have already listened or heard.
So when I was entering this hotel and just to look at the people, I saw few of them coming down and looking very nice, looking different, fresh. I seeing people coming in and needed a haircut and having maybe not sort of clothes or representative. So, and now I can see people being transformed. And that's what really we're all about. Jesus came to transform people. And what we want to see, what I see here is that we are agents of change. That's what we became for downtown. And this is what we would like to continue being here in downtown. There are many people who are helping here, but also there are many people that need to be helped. And I believe there is an opening for us, there's an invitation for us to be Christ to people in downtown. And there is lots of diversity here. You have people who are well-to-do, and you have people who don't have a place where to stay. So we are here to minister to all of them because they have different needs.
Alvin, I think we should share that you even had an opportunity to benefit from at least one of the services at this event.
That is correct, Jackie. But you also took advantage of one of the services provided as well.
True.
So viewers, make sure you watch the entire episode to see Jackie's experience after the credits.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I had the opportunity to sit in the barber's chair and talk to Fritz and ask him why it was important for him to serve at this event.
I love cutting hair. It's my passion, and I always say it's more than just the haircut. It's a conversation between me and you and the client, you know what I mean? And it's a way to give back to, and to just give back to everybody that would come here. Just the experience, the conversation between you and I, or the other people that are coming, it gives them, it's a big impact to them because you can talk about anything and everything and still feel comfortable and have this connection between the barber and the client. And I love giving back, so it's great to be here, and I encourage anybody really who's watching this that have any talent with cutting hair, or maybe all with the other stuff that's happening in this room. If you have talents, come and join us next year. Give back to the community. And I encourage you to tell your friends, tell those people that can cut hair or can do massages and nurses. I know there's lots of talented people in our churches, so we encourage you guys to come out and have a great time and be blessed while you're blessing others.
In speaking with the many practitioners, each of them commented on the opportunity to give back.
Absolutely. And to receive a blessing by blessing others in selfless acts of service.
It is endless on the opportunity that we have to reach souls for the kingdom. And we're knowing that just preaching or just having sermons on a Sabbath is not enough. We need to do more in the community, more in the streets. And so that's why I applaud our Ontario Conference for coming down into the downtown core in order to do ministry in naturopath medicine and in health expos and in haircuts and in clothing and in massages and all sorts of ministries, mental health, which I'm very big on because we understand health is not just a physical thing, it's also a spiritual thing, it's also a mental thing. And so we are just overjoyed that the Ontario Conference has given us this opportunity to be downtown and partnership with them. You know what? people from all different races, all different sizes, all different backgrounds. They're coming in and they're getting their needs met and they're smiling. And that's the most important thing. They're smiling, they're coming in, and they are allowing themselves to see what the Ontario Conference and what the Seventh-day Adventist Church has to offer. You know, we live in a huge city. We live in a huge city of Toronto, but we know that we can have an impact if we partner together to do God's will.
It's clear that each individual, whether a practitioner or a participant, has been blessed through this event.
Pastor Dunshee of the Berea Seventh-day Adventist Church is so passionate about reaching people for Jesus.
So whenever you come to Berea or whenever you come to Toronto Heritage, know that you're going to get hugs, you're going to get greeted warmly. Your young people or your children will have someone that will be able to engage them and tell them about the love of Jesus. You'll be able to have a meal because food is important. We'll be able to have a meal. We have pantries also for those families that, you know, we understand that might be falling on hard times and need a little pick-me-up. We have pantries at our church that we can give in order to help the community also. Know that you're going to have a vibrant worship service. You're going to probably hear a sermon from me. You're probably going to hear a sermon from me, and you will be loved. You will feel the love of a family that loves God and loves you.
You know what, Alvin? I think that you and I should go to Pastor Dunshee's church to visit sometime.
Well, you know, he mentioned the word food. And so, if there's food, you know that I will be there.
I don't doubt it. He also mentioned the opportunity for those who are interested to have Bible studies, so they won't only be fed physically, but also spiritually.
So if you're interested in connecting with the Berea Seventh-day Adventist Church, please go to their website at www.bereasda.org. And if you would like to donate your time and talents to this initiative, Your Health, Our Passion, then please contact the Health and Prayer Ministries Department at the Ontario Conference at 905-571-1022. We'll be right back after this.
Can I take just a few moments to share something that could change your life? We all want something better, a better way to live, a better sense of peace, better relationships, a better future. And if we are honest, sometimes we chase those things in all the wrong places. We chase success, money, approval, pleasure, comfort, hoping they'll satisfy. And maybe for a moment they do. But then it fades and we are right back where we started searching. But here is what I want to hear today. There is a better life. And it begins not in a paycheck, a relationship, or a new opportunity, but in a person. His name is Jesus. In John 10:10, Jesus says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." Not a half life, not a fake life, not a life that looks good on Instagram but feels empty in your soul. Jesus offers a full life, a better life. And this isn't just religious talk. This is real. Let me tell you what a better life in Jesus means. It means peace that does not shake when life gets hard. It means forgiveness, not just from others, but from God Himself. It means hope when you feel like giving up. It means walking every day with the one who knows you best and loves you most. You are created for more than just existing, more than just going through the motions. You are created to know God, and Jesus is the way. He's not asking you to clean yourself up first. He's not waiting for you to get your life together. He meets you right where you are. Brokenness, questions, doubts, and all. Romans 5:8 says, "But God demonstrates His own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us." In other words, Jesus went to the cross knowing exactly who we are and loving us anyway. He took our sin, our shame, and our past, so you and I could walk in freedom, grace,
a new life. You don't have to keep running. You don't have to keep pretending you're okay. You don't have to carry it all alone anymore. Jesus is standing at the door of your heart knocking. If you're seeking a full and better life, the Seventh-day Adventist Church is here for you. We are over 180 churches in Ontario that are ready to minister to you. To find a church close to you, go to our website and click on Church Locator. We have you covered from Windsor to Ottawa, Niagara Falls to Thunder Bay. This is your moment. Maybe you never said yes to Jesus before, or you did but walked away. He hasn't walked away from you. He's still right here, arms open. Don't settle for less than what God made you for. Don't wait for some perfect time. This is the time. This is the moment. This is your invitation to a better life. God bless you.
So as we close this episode of the OCNN, we want to honor someone very special. Our outgoing producer and director of the OCNN, Pastor Sean Ellis.
Recently, office staff gathered to celebrate Pastor Ellis, who has faithfully served as the Director of Communications and Media and will now transition to the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Canada as Associate Director of Communications and Director of Operations for Hope Channel Canada.
Wow. And during the farewell luncheon, there was a video tribute before various staff shared heartfelt words of appreciation, recalling Pastor Ellis's creativity, his willingness to mentor, of which you and I were both recipients.
Absolutely.
And the inspiration he brought to every person and project that he touched here at the Ontario Conference.
Our president, Pastor Yakov Babilovich, noted with vision and dedication that Pastor Ellis strengthened our voice, amplified our mission, and fostered meaningful connections. While we'll miss him, we celebrate this new chapter and pray for his continued impact.
And reflecting on his service, his time here, Pastor Ellis shared, "It has been an absolute gift from God to serve in an organization experiencing record growth and filled with members passionate about outreach and evangelism."
Pastor Ellis, your creativity and leadership have shaped what the OCN is today. We're deeply grateful.
So that's it for this month's edition of OCNN. From packed backpacks to powerful outreach, we've seen how faith in action makes a real difference.
Thank you for watching the Ontario Conference News Network, which airs as a monthly program. Be sure to subscribe to the Ontario Conference YouTube channel so that you don't miss an episode.
And to stay informed about the continuous happenings within the Ontario Conference, subscribe to the Ontario Conference newsletter, which is delivered to your inbox every Thursday. Simply scan the QR code on your screen or click on the link in the description to start receiving uplifting news each week.
If you're interested in learning more about the Seventh-day Adventist Church, we warmly invite you to visit one of our 180 congregations across Ontario. We have something for everyone in all ages. Use the church locator on our website or the link in the channel to find a church near you.
Thanks for watching, and come journey with us. And remember, there's always good news when we open our eyes to what God is doing all around us.
Remember what the Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11, that God has a plan for you. And until the next time,
take care
and God bless.
So at the Pantages Hotel.
Pantages.
Oh. Sorry.
Pantages.
Pantages.
Not Pantages. Pantages.
Is that like the Disney? Wasn't there like
I don't know what you were thinking.
Oh no, Fantasia.
Okay.
Not Pantasia.
Pantages.
Say again.
Pantages.
Pantages.
Not pantages.
Pantages?
Pantages.
Can I change it? Pantages.
Pastor Ellis, your creativity and leadership have shaved, and shaved, but also shaped.
As we close this episode of the OCNN, and
no problem. And.
Sorry, Ezekiel.
I'm wondering where Jackie is. You know, I've been looking for her for a little while and she's missing. So I'm just wondering now, maybe there's services. Let me just see where she might be. So this is where you are. Jackie, we have a lot more work to do. It's time to go. 5? Okay, I'm going to give you 5 and then we got to go. Okay. Jackie, your 5 minutes are up. We have to go. We got some other things we need to do.
Unbelievable. I just got here. She is doing an amazing job. I need a little bit more time. How about another 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, 10 minutes and then that's it. We really have to go on and do other things.
Okay.
Jackie, your 10 minutes are up. We really need to go.
No way. Okay. This is like harassment on the job. I need HR. Half an hour, Alvin, or I'm calling HR.
Okay, well, we have work to do.
Okay. I'm doing it right now. I'm at work. Please don't bother me.
All right, I'm going to give you 30 minutes and then we really got to go.
Fine. 30 minutes. Scram.
Okay, her 30 minutes are done. It's been a really long time. Do you think she'll be coming now or not?
She's sleeping.
Oh, well. What am I going to do? I'll have to go do it by myself. Thanks a lot, Jackie.